Silver's price is projected to soar by 40% this year. And if that doesn't make you pause, consider this. Experts at Union Bank of Switzerland, or UBS, predicts that silver could hit anywhere between $36 to $38 per ounce sometime in 2025. But why the surge? Is this a fleeting rally or a turning point in the market? And most importantly, how can you benefit before it's too late? UBS outlook is driven by three major factors: declining U.S. yields, a resurgence in global industrial activity, and improving investor confidence. And it looks like these trends are setting the stage for silver's breakout performance in 2025. So this offers a unique opportunity for savvy investors like yourself. So in this video here, I want to share why this matters and how these drivers could transform the silver market altogether, as well as your portfolio. Let's talk about this one. All right, so I want to take a quick minute, share some thoughts in reference to the silver activity that I believe is coming in 2025, which should make a lot of my long-term stackers extremely bullish for the days ahead when it comes to the most undervalued metal that has yet to return to its all-time high. And of course, that's silver. And whenever you have a globally systemic important bank coming out in favor of it, there's something that might be around the corner. And even though this forecast of $36, $38 is small compared to where it needs to go, everything their forecast is talking about is only relevant based upon what they see and not what might actually happen if we get some type of curveball, unforeseen event, or a strategically planned event from the political sphere, the geopolitics, the banking sector, or anything like that. As always, if you guys want to see more of these little quick takes, definitely hit that thumbs up button to show your support for the channel. And more importantly, drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts as to what your forecast may be in reference to what you may be keeping an eye on. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you never miss one of these little deep dives that I put out every couple days or so. The first major point that the UBS forecast brought into question was in reference to U.S. yields. As of right now, they're trending upward. But what if we see a reversal of trend and a declining, which according to them could be the wind beneath silver's wings? In this recent piece here on investing.com, there was a quick snippet about this forecast, and one thing that stood out was the analysis for their expectations on yields lowering pretty soon. Here it says, despite these headwinds, UBS remains bullish, maintaining a target of $36 to $38 per ounce for 2025. Rising yields have been a headwind, but a decline could boost silver's appeal, with UBS identifying falling U.S. yields as a critical tailwind for silver's prices. With at least 2 federal rate cuts expected in 2025, the cost of holding non-yielding assets like silver dropped significantly. So this, paired with a potential weakening dollar, makes silver more attractive to global investors. And so a good analogy, imagine silver as a marathon runner carrying a very heavy backpack. So the backpack being high interest rates as well as a strong dollar, which could be very heavy to carry at this current moment. But as those weights are lifted, the runner, which is silver, can pick up speed a lot faster. So lower yields reduces silver opportunity cost compared to high interest rates bearing investments like bonds and other assets, giving it more room to shine in an easy monetary environment. That's why UBS's projection, where silver could be 36 to 38 per ounce at the bare minimum, could be very likely. And so if these trends materialize, it could mark a substantial shift in market dynamics. And the second point that they emphasize is that there's a very high probability of a global industrial recovery where silver's double life actually comes to the forefront. And the reason that is because silver wears two hats. See, it's a precious metal on one end and then also a key industrial resource on the other. And so UBS argues that while demand for industrial silver is already robust, the real game changer will be a broader economic recovery and renewed risk appetite. And so in that regard, it's like thinking of silver as a Swiss Army knife of metals, essential in everything from solar panels to electronics, and especially the global push to electric vehicles. And even though in the Western Hemisphere, electric vehicles aren't taking off as much as car manufacturers would like, in Europe it's a different story. And as the article says here, 89% of new cars sold in Norway last year were EVs, and that number is climbing from what it was last year. Therefore, that means more silver will be needed to bring those cars to market, and hence the race for car manufacturers to secure as much silver as they can. And as I've mentioned before, the supply is not as abundant as they would like. As the global manufacturing ramps up, particularly in developed economies, the demand for industrial applications of silver will act as a rising tide. Add to this the potential for new manufacturing technologies and green energy initiatives, you have a powerful second wind for silver prices. And their forecasts emphasize that even a modest recovery in manufacturing combined with the renewed investor confidence push silver even higher than their own predictions, making it a unique beneficiary of industrial and precious metal market dynamics. And the third point worth touching on is investors' confidence, which could be the spark that ignites silver altogether. Unlike gold, silver doesn't enjoy the safety net of central bank purchases. It leaves it more vulnerable speculative swings, but also more prone to explosive gains when confidence returns. So once again, you can think of silver as a coiled spring. The speculative selling of 20 driven by fears of recession and high financing costs compressed silver prices somewhat between $30 to $35 range, which caught a lot of us by surprise. But now, as global growth expectations improve and speculative short positions, that spring could unleash its potential. UBS expects that this rebound in risk sentiment, coupled with monetary easing, will provide the spark silver needs to outperform in 2025. So all this bullish sentiment doesn't come without some warnings, because there will be challenges perhaps. So while the outlook is promising, UBS warns of risk. So breaking below the key support levels of $26 to $28 per ounce could trigger short-term selling pressure. Additionally, without central bank supports, silver's success depends heavily on market sentiment and cyclical factors. So for investors, this means staying vigilant. So basically, to sum up the whole UBS forecast for this year, they recommend outright long positions to capitalize on the anticipated rally while hedging against downside risks through option strategies. So once again, those are just some recommendations from the experts themselves. But in taking all that information and packaging it up in a very short and simple statement and get your weight up. These are just forecasts given to us by the banks themselves, who have the most to gain because they're the ones that's been in charge of manipulating the prices forever. So while it's interesting to see their price predictions of 36 to 38, that's very small comparison to where it needs to go in order to reach its previous all-time highs and then surpass that. But then we know that the forces that are against silver are that much greater because silver is the people's money. And the last thing they want is for people to realize what they should be holding rather than what they're being steered towards, which of course is the digital distractions of nothing that will inevitably be put in front of us as the best and the preferred medium, because that's where the system has to go. Once again, just want to take a minute, share with you some forecasting from the UBS themselves, and also to just highlight some of the factors that they put out there as possibilities when it comes to what appears to be more easing coming in the days ahead in order to have this type of economy that Donald Trump is out here preaching about. So once again, America can't be great unless we get back to quantitative easing. Therefore, more people will realize that's basically illegal counterfeiting, and therefore they want to protect themselves. And of course, gold will respond favorably, and eventually silver has to follow. So in the meantime, take advantage of the manipulation because it's your friend, and continue to do what you do best, which is to stack weight, to enjoy the new year before things possibly get hectic heading into the latter parts of this year as Trump's policies start to kick in with all the plans he has in place for our economy. But once again, just taking a minute, sharing some thoughts, curious to hear what you guys think. And as always, I can't just leave you with this information without also suggesting some strategies as well as some possible solutions for those who want to get involved in the metals market directly. There's no better time to be in the silver business than 2025, in my opinion. And that's because there will be more chatter around silver in the days ahead, especially amongst your family and friends. So that's why I'm always excited to present opportunity for those who may not be aware. And what excites me most for this year is being able to actually help people get physical silver in their possession by automating their weight. And if you haven't heard of it yet, Quicksilver is a silver network that I'm a part of that allows people to get their weight up. So here we have just a simple kit that allows you to add to your stack 1 ounce at a time. So as always, if you guys are interested in finding out more about this program, I encourage you to click the link in the description or visit mysilverteam.com to join the community so that you can automate your weight, set up your own bullion store, share your information with family and friends to help them get their weight up and be rewarded for your efforts, and then use those rewards to buy more silver for yourself. So once again, that's just an opportunity for those who want to get involved in the silver business directly, mysilverteam.com. And also for my people out there who enjoy gold, the most affordable gold that helps you protect and preserve everything you work hard for happens to come in the gold back 24 karat notes. And if you're interested in getting your weight up in 24 karat polymer gold notes, it's a good way to add to your stack and start creating your own gold standard in a very affordable way. Then click the link in the description, go to buygoldnotes.com and start stacking today. But once again, curious to hear what you guys think. As always, if you found value, hit that thumbs up button, drop a comment, share your thoughts. And if you're new, take this and share with other people so they can get an alternative perspective on what's really happening out here. I'll catch you guys later.